unfortunate to say that our elections were a sort of joke. What they have do, they took the symbol of the most famous political party in Pakistan, PTI. Today, I am ready to fight with them. Why? Because they did not give me my right. I know some people who work with Hezbollah. I just want myself to be considered as equal to everyone.
So first of all, thank you so much. You took out time from your busy schedule, and it's our second podcast, I think, and second episode. And the reason why I feel like this is a very important podcast is because uh, our first podcast, when we concluded, at that time, elections just concluded, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So it was a very critical situation or critical time frame in Pakistan's, you can say, future and even Pakistan's history now, because the changes that we have seen since then, it's tremendous. Uh, I'm not gonna categorize it as good or bad because everybody knows what it is, but there's been drastic changes. And
Yep.
before we start our conversation, I just want to lay down a disclaimer that at this moment, I'm not coming in from a point of view of a journalist, and you are not a journalist yourself. So at the moment, we are having this conversation coming from a point of view of a Pakistani citizen who is listening to what the media is saying, what we are seeing in our society, our observational opinions. Uh, if you feel that there is something which you and me have said and which are factually wrong, so any viewer can actually correct us in the comments below, because as I said, we are not journalists, and probably the news that we are receiving and the things that I want to say and I expect that you would be saying are factually correct from your point of view, what you have heard and seen from the media or whatever direct news that you have seen personally or witnessed personally or heard from your peers personally. So it's more about not just factual facts, but at the same time, it's more about personal emotions towards the country and how the country is doing and how uh, we feel about the situation overall. If you want to add something on that, please be my guest.
Yep, that's right. The thing is that even the journalism in Pakistan, they only give the facts what they have been told.
Mhm.
And yep, so everyone have their own point of view, and what we are doing is more of casual debate or casual talk. But yeah, like I will try to stick myself with facts. Definitely, I have my own conclusions out of things going on in Pakistan based on my understanding, how I perceive news and events happening in Pakistan. So might be someone disagree with us, but yep, there are like many points of one thing. Like if something happened, you can conclude so many stuff out of it. And rest history tell who is on the right direction and who is on the wrong one. But everyone has the right to have an opinion. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Another thing that I want to mention is that you recently left Pakistan, I think last year.
Yep.
So you are also coming from a point of view of somebody who has left Pakistan because of the struggles that you were facing in Pakistan, because of the economic crisis and yada yada yada. Because there are so many reasons why a lot of Pakistanis are trying to leave Pakistan or have left Pakistan, which is a growing concern, and how people who have left Pakistan see the future of Pakistan and their relation towards Pakistan is a very important topic that should be highlighted. So, for this podcast, I have pointed out 10 topics that I feel uh, we should highlight. First of all, is the last elections, because that's the conversation where we ended previously. And then Imran Khan's struggle right now, every single thing to do with whatever is going around that scenario. Another hot topic which is connected to this whole situation is the military influence, which everybody is talking about, media crackdown, which is becoming more and more serious now. And I feel this is something which is not just a Pakistan issue, it's a global issue. And it is becoming a global issue now with regards to a lot of different political uncertainties going on in a lot of different places. Another thing is political polarization, which we are seeing in Pakistan right now. Judiciary role in politics, which is a very, uh, you can say, like uh, a turning point in Pakistan's politics, because we have seen a judiciary role in politics and their strength in politics, but how it is transforming now is going to open a lot of doors now. And then we will move towards economic crisis, which is directly related to politics, and then the energy crisis, provincial crisis, and social issues. So,
Yeah.
without a further ado, let's start with the elections first. How do you see the elections which already happened, and what is your opinion on what's happening because of those elections right now?
Uh, it is unfortunate to say that our elections were a sort of joke, not for Pakistanis, but like it's for the Pakistan state, not for the population, not for the government, not for the establishment, judiciary, parliament. It became a joke for the people and the international, you could say, diaspora. I don't know why they conducted elections. Like, if they want to make fun of the people, the thing is that so many people cast their votes for their favorite candidates, whether they were independent candidates or whether they were affiliated with some political parties. The thing is that they made fun of the Pakistani people, the one who have got power in their hand in Pakistan. And it is very disheartening to see that the elections were conducted in a manner uh, which is like, you can't say that which is even conducted in the third world countries. The Pakistani elections were like, if I won the election with more than like 30 or 40% more votes than my competitor, what they have done is that they swapped the names. And everyone knows in Pakistan, the time has passed. Like in the past, what they do, they could manipulate elections, but now it is a time of social media, and everyone now lost their trust in the election system of Pakistan and the how elections have been conducted, how judiciary, the role of judiciary is very important. Like, people lost their trust in every institute in Pakistan because they know that why? Because the 60% of the Pakistani population is youth. They are under the age like less than 35 years of age. So majority of them are youth, like me, like you, like most of them who are listening to this video, and most of the people in the country. And everyone has got a smartphone in their hand, and they actually know what's happening. If we go back to 2018 election, at that time there was social media, but it was not that much expanded that it is today. And similarly in 2013, 2008, rigging was always there. But the extent of rigging in 2023 election in Pakistan, I think I even did not read anything like that in the history, like not in the books, like what they have done. uh, yeah, there could be rigging, like you could say 20 to 30% rigging, but here the rigging was like more than 70 to 80% rigging. And it's not only rigging on the election day, or it is pre-poll, like before the polling there was rigging, during the polling there was rigging, after the polling there was rigging. Before polling, before elections, what they have do, they took the symbol of the most famous political party in Pakistan, PTI, and then they kidnap the families, the leaders of PTI, and they try their best to demoralize them. They make a dummy political party out of the defectors who left PTI. They have done everything before the elections to make sure that PTI would not win the election. But what happened is that their every action goes in the opposite direction. They press more, they get more out of it. They press more PTI, they get more PTI supporters in favor of PTI. During elections, what they have to do is that uh, I think on the election day things were very good. They were not bad. People cast their vote for their like favorite candidates. But still on the election day there was a lot of rigging. They cast a lot of votes for their people, for the establishment favorite people. I never believed that any of the head of the Pakistan Muslim League, I think he's the president, Mia and Nawaz Sharif. He did not win any election from any
Prime Minister.
constituency. Yep. No, the brother of Prime Minister, Nawaz Sharif, not Shabazz Sharif.
Okay.
So Nawaz Sharif, I'm not sure if he contested election or not, but I think so. He contested elections. I think so.
He lost.
Yep, he lost, and he has got legacy of around, you could say, 30 years. He's been in politics. He was brought in politics by Zia Haq, and roughly it is around 30 years. After 30 years, he is not able to win a single election in Pakistan. How it is possible that people from his party they have grabbed, like, I did not remember exact number of seats, but I think they have got roughly around 50, 60 seats in the parliament. How they get that? The the president upon which the political party work, because all the how they get votes from people, because they are like, we have got Nawaz Sharif. Nawaz Sharif is our leader. This is what he has done to this country. So please vote us. This is how they get their vote. But
Yeah.
Nawaz Sharif did not get any single seat in the election. And his people get like 60, 70 seats. I don't understand this logic. On the other hand, his daughter, Maryam Nawaz, she did not win any of this seat except I think one or two, and in that I think she did not won any seat in the National Assembly, but she won in the Provincial Assembly. That's why she is a chief minister. And on the other hand, like Shabazz Sharif, like they are the main leaders of the governing party, which is governing Pakistan today. They did not win election. So, like I think that like the establishment, the powers in Pakistan, the deep state in Pakistan, they might respect people. They might say that, okay, people are going in this direction, so we will do something, so we will not confront people. So what they choose the path is that they are now standing in front of public. Today I am ready to fight with them. Why? Because they did not give me my right. I pay tax, still I am overseas, but still I am paying tax in Pakistan. My family is paying tax. I have got property, I have got so many things in Pakistan. But what they are doing, they are getting their everything from us, from our tax, and on the other hand they are not giving us right. Why? And they made so many people against them. Like me, I was tire supporter of them, because I thought that whatever the reason is, the army, they will work with the people. If they think that, okay, the general direction of people is in this direction, we will follow this direction. But I think this is first time in Pakistan after 1970s they goes against the people. In 1970s they goes against the Bangladesh people. And what happened then? Today, first, like they were going against the people of Balochistan for a long time. Still, they were going against the people of Waziristan, KP, and now they are going against the people of Punjab. So Sindh is left, and they are science. They are science. I don't know other than Karachi, because the people in Sindh, I think they are in deep slavery system. Still, they are against People's Party. They are against the government, but the thing is that they have been forced to vote for the Pakistan People's Party. Well, Punjab is, I think, 54% of Pakistan population. This is a rough figure, and what they have decided is that, like today, not the young generation, not the youth, even adults, even the elder people, they all are against Pakistan army. Why? Because Pakistan's army influence in politics. We were the same people. We used to support Pakistan Army's influence in politics before. Why? Because Pakistan Army influence in politics whenever they see something wrong. At this time, they did not like explain to us that why Imran Khan is not good for Pakistan. They did not explain to us. If they explain, then we could believe that. What they do is that they are working with Israel. We, the people of Pakistan, we don't accept that at any cost. But still, they are working for Israel. They are working for the United States. Uh, yep, they can work. I can't say that working with like United States is wrong. They work, but the thing is that there should be a mutual interest, not for the interest of United States. If the people of Pakistan, if they want that our army should protect Palestine, we should, rather than we should protect Israel, because it is our country. We are paying taxes. We have made this country. We have made this state. So who the hell are those 10 to 12 journals who decide things themselves? Why not the public? We don't
But
want to fight with.
Pakistan's government has officially stand for Palestine. Even yesterday's, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, the United Nations conference, the whole delegation of Pakistan actually left when Netanyahu's speech was being given. Of course, underhand, I believe that there are a lot of things which are going on, but officially, publicly, majority of Pakistan's officials and the people would stand for Palestine, and they are standing for Palestine.
The people of Pakistan are standing for Palestine, but the government, what they do is that walking out of United Nations in protest for Palestine is not their choice. They have been told to do so. Like, if Pakistan is really against Israel, then why they brought the firewall from Israel? Why they like in 2019 when there was a dogfight with India, there wasn't some news that Pakistan arrested Israeli pilot as well. Israel is involved, like they are in partnership with India to fight against Pakistan, but still, what we have done for Palestine, what we have done for Hamas, what we have done to protect Palestine, nothing. What we have done is that we sent 2 and 3 planes for like those planes got bread and that's it. Like, what the hell is this? A state of
Hmm.
Pakistan just sent few planes for food. Why not you are empowering Hamas? Why not you are standing against Israel just like Iran? Just like
Mhm.
why you don't have any active diplomacy? So what they are doing is that even they have, I believe that they have got deal with India on Kashmir as well. So those speeches and walking out of United Nations is nothing. The thing is that on the front hand, they do something to make believe people that like they are against atrocities happening in Palestine, but in the back end, they are working with them. If they are against them, then they might not get any IMF package. They might not get any. Recently, they got IMF package and also they got some aid from European Union. Do you think that without US approval, they get a single penny from IMF or European Union? Never. And today, who is behind Israel? US. So Pakistan, what I believe is that Pakistan today is governed from Washington, not from Rawalpindi, not from Islamabad. And we have got some people who need some power for a short period of time, who need their job for some time, and they are working for the interest of other countries, not for the Pakistan. That's why we are in this stage. And the thing is that whatever they do is completely fine if majority of the population is with them.
I have a
If they do,
question.
yep.
If Imran Khan was still in power, do you think Pakistan's stance on Palestine will be different?
If Imran Khan has got the previous government,
Yeah.
like this is my observation, but if Imran Khan has got the previous government, the government that was on like that was a coalition government, might be Imran Khan would would stay silent. But if Imran Khan got this government, like when he got two-third majority, I think Imran Khan would actively, at least he could speak for the people of Palestine, at least.
Do
And
you know
yep,
what was Imran Khan's statement to Al Jazeera when Al Jazeera questioned Imran Khan on Palestinian issue?
no,
Imran Khan's statement was actually they asked Imran Khan that now that you are a prime minister, why has your stance or your public voice changed towards Palestine uh, from when you were not the prime minister? He said, because I was not the prime minister.
yeah. So,
so, so,
so
so
yep,
this is the
yeah.
thing
The
that
thing
when
is,
you are in power, you have a different role to play, and you have to look at your country's interest, not
yep,
your
yep.
political interest. And that's a big difference. And this is something that we need to understand as well, because I have another question for you. How many countries you can name which are Muslim countries are supporting Palestine the way that you want them to support them and are not connected to Palestine or Israel geographically?
The thing is that it's not about Muslim countries. The thing is that there is a global shift of power,
Mhm.
and it's not only Muslim countries. The thing is that where your country aligns. Now, at this stage, the Russia-China led world order, they are on the side of Palestine. And on the other
But
hand,
we can't count Russia and China in the same way as Pakistan, because let's be honest, China and Russia are being blamed for the same things which Israel is doing. So if they are not going to stand for Palestine, then they are like, and this is the contradiction which is going on globally, that people are saying, and this is the Russian stance, that when Israel is doing something, the same thing, then you are supporting Israel. That is the question that Russia is stating to US even and UK even, but you are questioning us.
uh, listen,
With
the thing
China,
is,
it's a different story because China is quiet. They have always been
yeah,
quiet.
yep, they are quiet, but they are completely working on the back end. If you want, I will take this discussion to world order as well. The
Mhm.
thing is that the thing is that what you need to do is that you need to satisfy people who empower you to become the head of the government. This is the thing. This is the main thing. I can't say that Pakistan should supply weapons and things to Hamas, so they could be like the war should continue. Pakistan should play a role where they could like save the women's, children's, and elder people in Palestine.
Yeah,
They should do something for them. I'm
100%.
not advocating for war. The thing is that they have no role, and the the famous nerve in Pakistan is that like we are Muslim, we are 97% Muslims living in Pakistan. So what we do is that we can't see that the people of Palestine are dying, and we have done nothing for them. This is the
Yeah.
thing. And then you need to play politics at the international level to negotiate something for the country you are on the side. This is the main thing. First thing, this is the like main thing. Like you should satisfy people. But what Pakistan is doing is that again the thing is that the public of Pakistan, the population of Pakistan, they believe that Pakistan is working for U.S. interest. If we go to Ukraine war, Pakistan supply weapons to Ukraine against Russia? Why? Like, if Pakistan can supply weapons to Ukraine, why can't Pakistan supply weapons to Hamas? What I believe is that Hamas is being supported by Hezbollah, and in Hezbollah there is a brigade called Zanabian, and that Zanabian brigade is completely composed of people from Pakistan, and those people, majority of them are Pakhtuns. They are from the Parachinar, which is in Farda. Anyhow, what happened is that I know some people who work with Hezbollah, who work in Zanabiyon, and they give me this information. What happened is that whenever these people, so I can't say how they came back to Pakistan, but whenever those people came to Pakistan, they get arrested within 1 week when they arrive in Pakistan. All the people who work with Hezbollah, how they get arrested. The thing is that even now, the Pakistan defense page, which are run by ISPR, they even post that they have arrested some terrorists who were working with Hezbollah and stuff like that. Why the ISPR believe that the people working with Hezbollah are terrorists? Did Hezbollah harm Pakistan? No. What Hezbollah is doing is that they are fighting against Israel. The thing is that if you can't support Palestine, then don't crack down the people who are working for Palestine. This is the thing. Pakistan is standing on the side of Israel, not on the side of Palestine. I
Let me play devil's advocate over here.
Yep.
The reason why I'm saying this is because uh, there is a situation over here which needs to be clarified. First of all, Hezbollah, ISIS, these are not nations. These are not countries. These are what do you call that?
Militant
Uh,
organizations.
yes, militant organizations. Russia is a country. Ukraine is a country.
Yep.
Israel is a country. You
Yep.
can have diplomatic ties with countries. Palestine is a country. Pakistan can have diplomatic ties with Palestine,
Yep.
but not Hezbollah, because Hezbollah, ISIS. Right now, there's hundreds of evidence that ISIS is in Ukraine, and they are paid by U.S. government.
Yep. Yep.
So
The
these
thing is that
organizations can be bought by anyone.
no. The thing is that no one can buy these organizations, only the one who created them. The ISIS,
Mm.
what I believe is that ISIS or Daesh, that was created by Saudi Arabia and US against Hezbollah. And they have got, because what I believe is that US want chaos. US want chaos in the world, so they could sell their weapons. So ISIS was why Saudi Arabia support ISIS, because Hezbollah is very strong in Middle East. It is very strong militant organization, and it is supported by completely by Iran, and it is based in Lebanon. Uh, why Saudi Arabia support Hezbollah is that because there was a rivalry between Iran and Saudi Arabia, and now China can't afford the rivalry between these two countries. So now these two countries, Iran and Saudi Arabia, I hope they will progress in
Negotiate.
positive. Yep, yep, and they are negotiating, and now ISIS is almost nowhere in Middle East. The way they have been, like, in the, you could say, in the last 10 years they were very strong there, but now even US is moving out of Israel, out of the Middle East. Why? Because they are losing there, and they are, I can't say they are losing there. What I believe is that they have achieved their interest in the region, and now they are getting out of the region, just like they left Afghanistan. And you can't negotiate with Hezbollah. The thing is that you can't directly even talk with Hezbollah. I believe that. Yep, your intelligence agencies can, but you need to see that in which direction they are going and how they have been supported. They have been supported by Iran, and now majority of the Pakistan population is happy with Iran. Why? Because of its conduct in Israel. Although Iran has got its own interest in the Middle East, but still, the people of Pakistan, they wanted to do something for Palestine, just like Iran is doing. we don't want to, again, we don't want to get like any active role in war. We don't want to support any war. We just want to do is that we want to protect the civilians in Palestine. If you want war, you can fight with Palestine. At that point, we wanted to fight from the Palestinian side. This is what Pakistani population believe, that this is what Pakistan, the youth of Pakistan believe that. And if the thing is that if you start cracking down Hezbollah, I think if anyone work in ISIS, I want to be more clarify here. I want to clarify these things here. Hezbollah is a Shia organization. It is most of its people are nothing. Most of the people working in Hezbollah, they are Shia, and most of the people working in ISIS, they belong to Al Sunnat sect. And so many people told that the people working in Hezbollah, they told that like when they arrive in Pakistan after serving some time for Hezbollah, they get arrested. And if someone working in ISIS, when they arrive in Pakistan, they don't get arrested. They don't get any questions. Why? Because ISIS is supported by US and Saudi Arabia. Our army, they don't ask them anything because they support them. Our that is the thing which we don't like, that why we should support ISIS. So this
Uh,
is the way they are supporting or they are working for the interest of United States, which we don't want.
I think the reason why I feel like this is a little bit of a complicated situation is because uh, these organizations are not official organizations in terms of like they don't have a legitimate passport that okay, if somebody is coming from let's say a certain country and he's Hezbollah, he's part of Hezbollah, it won't be like his passport, on his passport is written that this person is Hezbollah. So whoever is coming in, people who are being captured or being detained who are Hezbollah are probably our intelligence who is doing it,
Yes.
right? And the same thing goes with ISIS as well. So
Ye-
all of these things are beneath a certain layer. These all of these actions are not official actions. Like letting go of somebody, catching somebody would be an official statement. Why? Because first of all, Pakistan is uh, contractually bound by UN Charter. So we have to follow the legal frameworks or global legal framework of United Nations as well. And when
Yep.
certain organizations are categorized as terrorist organizations, especially when Pakistan is already facing a lot of terrorism in our own country, and we are trying to get out of it, which I don't think that we will be able to for a very long time.
Yep.
I hope we are, but it doesn't seem like that. So I feel like this is something that by default our government officially has to do. Anything which is gone under the table or gone through without proper channels is another story. So if somebody is
Yep.
coming through like crossing the borders of Balochistan or Iran or places like this, that is something that you won't hear in media or from official channels unless something happened. Like for example, when there was a situation with Iran recently, I think a couple of months ago, everybody knew about it, and that was an official statement, and that was an official strikes between both countries. So this is something that we can't officially uh, put a statement on, let's just say that way. Because if we say that like okay, Pakistan should do this, then you are contractually going against the international regulations, and then it opens
Yep.
another a lot more doors. Then
Yep.
when you are when you are blaming someone else, then people can put the same blame on you. Right now people still blame Pakistan for a lot of things, but those things are not official, so you
I
can
want to
ask
add
for
one
proof.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to add one thing here. Hezbollah is not categorized as a terrorist organization. It is being categorized as a militant organization. So the difference between terrorist organization and militant organization is that like the terrorist organization conduct terrorist attacks. They spread terror, but the militant they work for the political interest of their
A
own
certain
political,
country.
yep, a certain country, state, or whatever. If Pakistan, like why they arrest again? The thing is that I just give this example to like explain that Pakistan is working for the interest of Israel, not for the interest of Palestine. That was example, but it goes so deep. The thing is that Hezbollah is not a terrorist organization. Why Pakistan don't arrest people working in ISIS, which is US UN categorized ISIS as a terrorist organization, and there are so many
Whenever
people
they
work.
feel like they do it, whenever they feel like they
Yep.
do it. Because this,
Also,
like I said, it's not official, right? Whenever
yep.
things will become official, they will catch ISIS as well, because they are categorized. And when it comes to Hezbollah, Pakistan government cannot negotiate with Hezbollah or make any deals with Hezbollah. We have to make deals with the country, because
Yep,
Pakistan itself is a nation.
I just give you again. I want to like clarify here that I just give this as
Mhm.
one example. There are so many other examples where someone can like believe that Pakistan is working for the interest of Israel, not for the
Mhm.
interest of Palestine. Like we can't afford, we don't want like to. In my personal view, I don't want Pakistanis in any militant organization, even in Pakistan, even in outside Pakistan. We don't want. The thing is that that is an unfortunate thing that in Pakistan there are so many groups, there are so many organizations, they are working for the interest of other countries. And this
Yeah.
is the failure of Pakistan security. This is the failure of Pakistan army. Why they
Yeah.
let people to work for the interest of other countries. For example, there are so many examples. First is there are so many Pashtuns who are working for the interest of Taliban. There are so many Shias in Pakistan who are working for the interest of Iran. There are so many Sunnis in Pakistan who are working for the interest of Saudi Arabia.
Mhm.
Why they are working for the interest of those countries? Why they did not work for the interest of Pakistan? Because this is these are some policies of Pakistan army. Because when like let's like go back to 1980s when like US wanted manpower from Pakistan and Afghanistan to fight against Soviets. Why Pakistan indulged itself to again the thing came is that like Pakistan is and Pakistan was and might be Pakistan will work for the interest of other countries. At that time
Yeah.
we work for the interest of US and we make mujahideen there. And those mujahideen then became Taliban. And if we don't let those people to work for the interest of US against Soviets, I think there will be no trend in Pakistan. There will be no groups, there will be no gangs, there will be no organization, no militant organization, no terrorist organization. Fast forward, the Pakistan state, they work for the interest of Saudi Arabia because there was a lot of what Saudi Arabia. I blame Saudi Arabia and Iran for sectarian violence in the Muslim world. They divide Muslim world for their own interest. So what do the Pakistan state? They supported Saudi Arabia to spread, you could say, sectarian violence against Shias in Pakistan. What Iran do is that Iran partner with the Shia clerics in Pakistan, and I being a Shia, I could say that there is not a single terrorist attack conducted by any Shia organization. What Shia organizations do is that they just protect their people. If the Shia organization believe that yep this person is working for for Sipah Sahaba for any terrorist organization who target Shia clerics, they fight against them. But you can't say there is a single suicide attack conducted by any Shia organization. Anyhow, that direction, that discussion will go in the sectarianism in Pakistan. The thing is that which I wanted to explain here is that the Pakistan army again they rule Pakistan for a long time. They are still ruling Pakistan. What they do is that they work for the interest of other countries. And this is what they are doing today. And this is what the Pakistani population don't want them to do this. We don't want Pakistan to work for the interest of other countries because what we get out of it? Always we have been working for the interest of US. What we get? Terrorism. That's it. What US do is that they provide us some aid for some time, and some greedy journalists, some greedy justice, some greedy politicians, they get some benefit for a short time, but they ruin Pakistan for the long term. And I think this is the turning point in our discussion where we could like now jump to economy in Pakistan. Like, uh, I
I
think this is
think
a good.
before I think
Yep,
before we head towards economic side,
yep,
because we have a short period of time left, I want to conclude all of this and go to the last point first, which is our social issues. Because I
yep.
personally feel like this is a very big issue which can actually minimize, can't resolve, but minimize a lot of this uh, previous topic that we were discussing, which is the overall militant cycle. Because you see, like the way I see it right now, uh, the mentality of people in Pakistan in general. I'm not pinpointing because, of course, everybody is different. Everybody has a different social hierarchy in our society. There are people who are top 1% of Pakistan, which are very different, and then majority of Pakistani people are below poverty as well. So we have to analyze all of them in a different spectrum. And I feel like this is a big social issue in Pakistan, is because when we have these crises, which is economic crisis, energy crisis, your provincial crisis, like in Balochistan, KPK, and other areas, people from these areas, they have always been warriors. They have always been known to be aggressive people when it comes to protecting their land, when it comes towards protecting their ideologies. And when you're not well educated in certain scenarios, a lot of people can manipulate your ideologies against you. And that is, I feel, what is happening when people from certain regions, even in capital city of Pakistan, in Islamabad, when I talk to a lot of people who are not financially stable right now, when I talk to them, the aggression in them because of the economic climate in Pakistan, the political climate in Pakistan, the overall climate in Pakistan, the main infrastructure which Pakistan needs to be standing on, it's not stable, and that is affecting people to a stage where uh, you just need to trigger them and they will do anything. And topics like religion, topics when it comes to Palestine issue is not new. And but now, because it has gained so much attraction because of what is happening right now, a lot more people are talking about it. But where was this aggression? Where was this our boiling heart for the past 30, 40, 50 years? It didn't
Yep.
exist. Yes, we will say every now and then when some event will happen, like when Israel army will go into the mosque wearing shoes and whatnot, we will post a few videos, but that's about it, right? Where is all that aggression? Where is all that throughout this the whole situation? Because
The thing.
when somebody is being suffering, it's not a new suffering. It's just an exaggeration of a suffering, which is to a stage where it has become a global nuance.
Uh, the thing is that before these attacks, which were conducted in, I guess, 7th October, there was a Palestine issue, and that was more of a political issue, not of a military issue. Now, the thing is that so many people are dying, so many kids are dying, which is violation of international laws, which is violation of UN Charter. The thing is that it's not only in Pakistan. I am in Australia. I see protests every week here. They are supporting Palestinians. Why? They are not Muslims. Why they are supporting Palestinians? Why they are protesting for them? Why they are building pressure on the government to stop arming Israel? Because so many people are dying. So many civilians are dying who are not into war. So this is a thing that now because Israel is conducting a very vast massacre. So this is the thing, like, and the other thing is that now there is a time of social media, and everything is on social media. And now Israel is cleaning cities. They are bombing cities. People are dying every day. People are dying from hunger. People are dying from diseases. They when they see meat, they have a party in their town in Palestine. When they see meat, the situation is worse. The thing is that under the platform of UN, which is I think a scam by US. Like I can't believe UN
Yeah.
anymore. But still, like if UN say that we are protecting humanity, the purpose of UN is like living for peace and living with peace. And when they conduct their operations in Africa and Somalia and in different countries to protect life, to improve lives, at this stage, why UN does not go in Palestine? The thing is that what people wanted is that it's not only Pakistani people. People wanted to stop this war. Why don't people protest for Ukraine other than the other than in those countries which were you could say supported by US? Because in Ukraine Russia is not killing so many civilians, although there are reports that Russia has done some international law violations, but still, Russia is not cleaning cities. They are fighting against the Ukraine army. If you want a war, you can fight war with the armies, not against the people, not against the innocent kids, innocent civilians. So this is the main thing.
I agree with you. My only concern is that, like, let's say for sake of argument, today Israel decides to have a ceasefire. Then what? Until we have a proper solution, until we literally clear that, like, okay, Palestinian people will be protected from now on,
The thing is
until
that
then things will not be resolved. And this is the same situation in Pakistan as well, and that is why I'm saying that, like, the social issues in Pakistan, the political issues in Pakistan, the crisis that we are going through, until we are going to uh, find a solution where people are going towards a progression, we
the
will never be happy, and
yeah
it will
the
just be like a like a pause for right now, that okay, right now, like for example in Palestine, ceasefire happened, okay, fine, and then everybody will become quiet for a while, and they will dial down, at least dial down. I won't say like quiet, because of course the situation will still be there. Until the situation is completely resolved, nobody will stop talking, but it will dial down.
Actually, the things are not simple in Palestine. This is my conclusion out of these things. I might be wrong, but this is a layman conclusion
Mhm.
out of Palestine. The thing is that now I'm coming to international level and deep state interest. So the thing is that when Ukraine was started, at what time it was started? When US was getting out of Afghanistan, because US was done in Middle East, they were done in the Afghanistan. Why there was a war in Ukraine? And why it is going. The thing is that at the time of war in Ukraine, at that time, Europe was working more with China. And what US wanted is that because again, there is something going in between the deep states. At that time, Europe was getting out of the hands of US. On the other hand, on the China side, China wanted to be world power and they wanted to fight with the US on the basis of economy because China can't fight with the US on the basis of weapons because US defense technology is still one of the best in the world, and the only technology that could confront US technology is Russian technology, but still, that is not that much enough. So, what is happening in Ukraine is that it is a win win situation for both sides, for China and for US as well. There was the war started in Ukraine, and then it became a threat for Europe. And then in a layman talk, I'm telling you that US tell this to Europe that you can't survive without me. And I created a mess in your region now. And if you work against me, then you can't stand against Russia because Russia is more powerful than whole Europe. This is what I believe. So they they make Europe to depend on US technology. And then what US doing is that they are providing aid to Ukraine, and they are asking the whole European countries to provide aid to Ukraine. On the other hand, what China is doing? China is also providing money to Russia, and Russia is using its weapons. So it's a win-win situation for both of them. Russia and US. The first thing is that they are using their weapons because if they don't use them, they might get expired. So they are using those weapons, and China is winning in a situation that they are weakening the US economy. And US is winning that because Europe is not going in the China's hand, so US is still getting so much benefit out of Europe. And then what happened is that the situation came to Palestine. Out of nowhere, why Hamas started the war? Out of nowhere. The thing is that, and still they are fighting. It's been a long time. I think it's just near to 1 year now. On 7th October, there will be one
Yeah.
year of war between Palestine. So, can someone believe that Hamas is so powerful that they are fighting against Israel? Because Israel is, you could say, in another sense, it's America. The thing is that Palestine or Iran, they are being financially supported by China, and Russia is supplying them weapons. So there is a war between two, you could say, world powers. On the one hand, US, on the other hand, China and Russia. So they both are fighting for their dominance in the world. And this is the reason why this war is going on. And again, in Palestine, China is weakening the US economy because on the Palestine issue, I think Israel is completely supported by US, and I think there are very few countries who are supporting Israel. Might be they might support on the in the deep level, but on front end there are not so many countries. Just like in Ukraine, like whole Europe is supporting Ukraine, and there they have so many good reasons to make people feel or to make people fool and to provide the tax money to the war. So I think the Palestinian conflict is opened by China and Russia. So they and I what I believe is that soon, might be soon, there will be a third conflict point as well. China wanted to engage US in so many location, and might be there will come a time when there will be a conflict in Taiwan, because in China wanted Taiwan to be part. China still counts Taiwan to be part of China. So there will be a conflict. And on the other hand, Taiwan is completely supported by US, and Taiwan has got F-16 fighter jets and other US weapons. So in the Taiwan region, still then US need its allies to fight against China. So I think there will come a time when there will war in this region. So they are weakening the US economy. So this is on the global level and on the international level, and this is how things are going. So and yep, and then there is a
I think before we go much more bigger because of the time constraint in the time, let's try to bring it back to the main topic that we wanted to cover, and just briefly give like a couple of sentences on what do you think can actually happen for Pakistan right now, and what is the situation that you're looking at developing in the next year, briefly.
it is it is very confusing. Things in Pakistan can go in any direction, and there are, I think, two directions. The first direction is that might be there will be a win for for the for the people who are working for the US interest, or there will be a win for the people of Pakistan. There is a wave of mass protest in South Asia, like what we have seen in Sri Lanka, what we have seen in Bangladesh, and but the thing is that in Bangladesh and in Sri Lanka, I believe China has played its role, because Bangladesh was working for the interest of India. And do you know that in Bangladesh police there were 70,000 Indian people? So Bangladesh inducted Indian people in its police so they could work for the Indian interest. And if the Bengali police if they don't follow the instruction of the government, then those Indians like work for the interest of India. And again, the Bangladesh was working for the interest of India. So there, China, I believe that China, Pakistan, they supported Bangladesh to get Bangladesh out of Indian influence, and same in Sri Lanka, and they might do it in Bhutan, but still Bhutan is a small country. But in Pakistan, I believe that US is completely supporting the current establishment, and China and Russia, I think they are not supporting the opposition to the extent the opposition has been spotted in Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. So might be there is a wave in Pakistan. Might be all the people may come on the road, but they will. The thing is that um, if I just look in the last 30 years, there is a wave of army's influence in politics. So at some level, they are on the bottom, and with the passage of time, they go up, 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 and suddenly they go down. Let me explain it. Uh, like after 1970s, army got their influence in politics, and it goes up, 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 up until 1980s. Around 1980s, again, they go down, and the Democrat government, they rise up. And then again, around 1990s, in that time, let me add one thing here as well. Whenever Pakistan need to work for the interest of US, the army's influence got up. And then, like, fast forward to 1998. At that time, US again needed Pakistan for its interest. At that time, Musharraf imposed martial law, and that thing like continued till 2008. And in 2008, because US did not want Pakistan anymore for its interest, and army just goes down in politics, and then there is a rise of civilian government. And then again after 10 years, so in the last couple of years, like, there is a shift after every 10 years until 2018. Army again got their influence in politics, like, step by step. They make a weak government of Imran Khan that was made by Pakistan army. And that was again a starting point of their more influence in the politics. And in 2023, they are now at its peak. And I don't know how long it will survive. Might be 1 year, might be 2 years, might be 5 years. But there will come a time when it will go down. But like, might be, I'm not sure, but this time people will not let them go easily. They have seen examples of Bangladesh. They have seen examples of Sri Lanka. The youth will demand a strong system in Pakistan in the future. Whenever there is a civilian government, they will demand a strong system where army might not get influence in politics. So what they
But it won't happen without a leadership.
there is a
If you don't have a strong leader,
Yep.
it won't happen.
In Bangladesh,
We saw that with PTI. I mean, since Khan Sahib has been in the jail, what has PTI left with?
yes, you are right. The thing is that when people decide to come on the roads, if you take example of Bangladesh, who was the leader? No one. There were some students. They just came on the roads. So there are examples where you don't have any leader, and you topple the corrupt system, and sometimes they are leader. The thing is that again the discussion will go in another direction.
Yeah.
But the thing is that if in
Yeah.
Pakistan, if there is any leader who will stand against this system, he might either go to jail or he might get killed. And this is what I
Yeah.
believe that General Sarfaraz, uh, who was the corps commander of Quetta, who was killed in a helicopter crash. What I believe is that he was intentionally killed by the Pakistani army, because I think he was going against the interests of those journalists, those audience. So what they do is that they just simply kill them. For what?
It is a big statement, though.
Yeah. This is what I believe that if someone is disagree, I can't say, but this is what I believe that I
Uh-huh.
never believed that a corps commander could die in a helicopter crash. I never believed that because no, it is impossible. And yeah, so this is what happened for them, for the people who are working in power. For them, religion is nothing. For them, ethics is nothing. Integrity, they don't respect any values. What they want is power. For power, they can do anything. They might become Yazid, they might become a Fir'aun, but I can't say that they respect any Islamic principles. So if they think that okay, he is going in another direction, just kill them. They have got the nudes of most of the politicians, most of the judges, and even if I am a journal and if I am a DGISI, if I have got nudes of other politicians and other like you could say judiciary and judges and everything, and there are people who have got my nudes as well. So they are all naughty people, and what they do is that they just want power, and there is
A lot of PDD going
yeah,
on.
and there is a lot of politics in the institutions as well. I just give you one example of Punjab police. In Punjab police, for the if you want to be DIG, Deputy Inspector General, I think there are more than 400 people who are eligible for DIG. So what they do is they all do politics. They all align with either one political party or either with establishment. You might notice that there are so many diplomats in Pakistan who get their posting in some certain areas for more than a legal times. Like just take example of Hamza Shafqat, he was DC in Islamabad at the time of PTI. One cannot be a DC of one district for more than I think 2 years, but he was there for 3 or 4 years. Why? Because what I believe is that he has got some ties with the establishment, with the army, and he has got some ties with some generals. And those generals, like they help him. So this is what.
But this has been a problem of Pakistan throughout history. It's not new. It's not recent. It's not even uncommon. It is extremely common in every single level of
Yeah,
Pakistan, whether it is government, whether it is private, whatever it is.
like after when General Pervez Musharraf, when he left the government of Pakistan, there was so many positive things in 2008, which were brought up by PMLN and People's Party, and that's why martial law is impossible in today's time, because the so-called retired army chief of Pakistan, he knows that if he impose a martial law in Pakistan, there will come a time he will be punished for that, because there is Article 6. So the thing is that they
But not in his lifetime.
no, but still
This is the biggest problem.
he is afraid of that thing. Why he is not going for martial law? Because he is afraid of so many things in the law. And the thing is that why in 2008, why they came up with these things? Because they know that these are some weakness in the political system of Pakistan. So now what I believe is that whenever there is a strong civilian government after this wave of army's government, first thing what they will do is that they will make DGISI a civilian person, because ISI is a civilian institution, not army institution. This is the first thing, because army plays completely on the basis of ISI. And what ISI do is that they make the head of the institutions themselves to get their interest. So what happen is that in future, I think they will make it compulsory that the DGISI must be a civilian person, and there will be no uniform person in ISI. This will be a first. The second will be there will be no appointment of retired, or you could say unemployed journals, because they get unemployed and they have no way to earn. So they get
Do you remember your story today?
on the WhatsApp.
Your WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp
Yeah.
today.
because
Yeah.
they
So
are yeah,
I don't think that that this is possible. Um, anyhow, I think we should conclude the
yes,
conversation because the time is
yeah,
running out. I just want to finish the conversation by dialing down the whole conversation, and I feel like there are a lot of layers of politics and all that that general public don't have influence or will probably not have an influence in the near future, but something that we do have influence is ourselves. And I feel that is something that we really need to focus on. And one thing that I realized that most Asian countries, especially Pakistan and India, we are facing is a belief in jugaad system. You know what is jugaad system, right? It's a belief that we can fix everything, and everything is
yep.
possible. But the problem with this is that when we are looking at everything is possible, we are trying to fix things with mediocrity, and we are trying to fix things on a basis of sacrificing someone else's right, someone else's maybe things, even like small things, like for example we are fighting for parking without and not give another person his right. We are breaking queues in the lines, and we are trying to go outside of the box, outside of the law, to get our things done. And what this does is it piles up from for small things, it piles up and it becomes a habit, and that is
I'm
something that is a
sorry,
big problem.
can I just add one story here
Yeah, yeah, sure,
that
sure,
is
sure.
really us. I will make it short, and this is
Hmm.
a story, and I think you can learn more out of it. One day, I go to a mosque here, and that was
In
in
Australia.
Australia, and that was a prayer time, a Friday prayer time, and I was getting late. And when I go there, the prayer was already started. I was in the private property of a mosque, not outside the mosque, and there was a plenty of parking in the mosque, but the parking was full. So what I do is that I park my car at the curbside, and they mention clear that no parking and tow away zone. Tow away zone means that my car will be tow away. Like there will truck will came and they just grab my car
Hmm.
and they will tow away to some location to clear that road. Literally, I just offered 2 rakats of Friday prayer. I came back and I see a towing truck there, and he turned on his light in front of my car, and they were ready to tow my car. But when I reached there, they were like, you have parked your car in a tow away zone, so you need to pay the fine. And they were not government people. They were not. So
Yeah.
here we have got rangers, and rangers is like most of the time they give fines for related to
Township.
parking and everything. They were not even rangers. They were just the staff from mosque. They
Yeah.
gave me $100, $120 fine for
Yeah.
just stopping my car at the curbside. Even I was not blocking the road, but still the law was that I
Mhm.
have parked in the tollway zone. So what law says here is that the manager of the private property, he is allowed to issue fines, and he has issued me a fine for this violation. Literally, I can't challenge that fine in a court of law. The thing
Yeah.
is that this is just a simple example of a parking. The thing is that here the law is so strong. Actually, it's not law is strong. The implementation is so strong. If it comes to parking, it's so strong. And imagine when it comes to someone's safety. If
Yeah.
I punch you and I'm the first who punch you at the first, after like after I punch you for first time, you might punch me for 100 times. You are saved in the law. You just need to prove in front of judge
Self defense.
in in a self defense. This is the first thing that why still people fight it. But there are so many people who just like stick with abusive words, because if you abuse here, it's
Mm.
completely fine. You can say whatever you want. Even I can abuse in front of police. The thing is that
Mhm.
I'm not harming them. Otherwise, they will not
Yeah.
let me go. So this is the thing.
No touchy
Yeah,
touchy.
the thing is that their judicial system is so strong. In Pakistan, things will get better with the passage of time. These countries get better with the passage of time. They are still making laws. They are still improving. These are developed countries. The thing is that the thing in Pakistan will gradually become like things will improve. The thing is that if you let the system work the way it should be, the problem in Pakistan, there are so many. Again, there is a discussion. There will be a long discussion. So if you let the judicial system work, if you let the political system work, if you let the economic system work, social system work, things will get better, and there will be a the Pakistan will become, you could say, a country where I could live, where everyone could live. Otherwise the problems will continue. So the things will get better with the passage of time. But again, when there is an influence of army in every system, in judicial system, in economic system, in political system, in social system, what are other systems? They have got influence in all the system. Then things will not get better. So that's all. I'm sorry. I just wanted to add this thing here.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. I think it summarized the whole thing that I wanted to say as
Yeah.
well. The only thing that I wanted to say is that, of course, like there are certain things which we have to rely on the government, but there are certain things that we need to do ourselves. I mean, we don't even um, uh, take care of the rights of our
Yep.
neighbors.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so what are we
Exactly.
talking about?
Exactly.
But when we talk about Pakistan's hospitality is only for people who are coming from other countries of Pakistan, not for Pakistanis themselves. If I go to another place, if I'm not a guest, then I won't receive
Uh,
that hospitality.
the thing is that I'm sorry, but things might get changed with the passage of time. Like
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah. For example, I just give you example of northern areas of Pakistan.
Yeah.
I have been there in, I guess, 2015. When I go there, the people were so hospitable. Like they were so nice. But with the passage of time, when things become normal for them, they left their values. And the elder people in northern areas of Pakistan, they are like, we are sorry, we are not like we used to be before. But still, in Sawat, people are still nice there. The thing is that they might be nice, they might be good towards international people, because in Pakistan, if they see any Gora, for them,
Yeah.
for them, that is a new thing, right?
Yeah.
But
Even with guests, like for example, if like you were a guest, you were a tourist over there, so it's fine, they will be very hospitable over there. But what I'm talking about is between themselves. Like for example, my relation with my neighbor, my relation with my cousins, my relatives, my people who are around me regularly, who I'm seeing regularly, that is something which is very important because I'm living with them every day, and that is something that we need to improve.
yes,
If we are not going to improve that, then tourism, okay, like you go to Sawat, how many times will you go to Sawat? How
yeah.
many times will you go to
Yeah,
KPG?
these are the sort of cultural things and values
Yeah.
in culture. If you go to Pakhtun culture, they are very good in their families, in their cousins. If you go to Punjab's culture, in the South Punjab, things are better. But the thing is that there are so many other, yeah,
Modernization.
modernization, like that. There are so many other things that influence the social fabric of the country. The first
Yeah.
problem is that why we are getting away of others is that a thing which is called jealousy. And
Yeah.
we, being Pakistani people, we believe that there is a thing called nazar, and
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
and they,
Black
yeah,
eye.
and just because of jealousy, even to be very honest, I can't say anything related to other people, but I say things to my people. Sorry, to my thoughts. I have been thoughting many things in a jealousing manner. If I see you that, for example, you have got something and I don't have that thing, literally I was feeling jealousy. But with the passage of time, I improved myself. I and I made myself understand that someone else has struggled for that thing. He has done hard work.
Yeah.
Why you are getting jealous of them? But in the Pakistan, the you could say trend is like, so many people, they get jealous of other people, and it's not their fault. It's in their nature. and it's in our culture. And then again, due to that jealousy,
And that is the fault.
yeah, yeah,
That is the
yeah,
fault, because we need to improve
yeah, yeah. So
ourselves.
that is more of a cultural
Yeah.
thing, and that's why like people are getting
Yeah.
away from others people, because if their life get improved, if their economic condition change, and literally the other thing is that I have faced that thing as well in my life as well. I belong to a middle class or lower class family, and literally there was a time when I got iPhone. That was a sign of being a classic in a society if you got iPhone. And when I got sports bike, still it is a luxury in Pakistan. Literally, the people in my category, they started discriminating me, because they are like, oh, you have become a rich person, and they
Yeah. Big
big
boy.
boy, something like that. And then literally I need,
Show off.
yeah, show off. Literally, I never show off anything. I never wanted to make them feel that I'm better than you, but they automatically feel that I wanted them to feel that they are lower than me. So they
Mhm.
automatically
Yeah.
starting what? And then there was some issues with my friends in those things, and then I need to make some distance from my friends just because of this, because I know that I can't make them understand that I'm not
Yeah.
like taking you lower. I'm not taking you,
Yeah.
but they do not accept this thing. So that's why there are so many societal issues where you part ways with your like society. So you know you might observe in your life that if you have got common interest with the people, you have got strong understanding with them. In for example, if you are in Islamabad, you are living in F10, I guess, or G10.
G10.
If you are living in G10, you most probably have friends in G10, but not in F6, because the people living in F6, they have got another class, and they have got common interest.
I don't have many friends.
I'm just giving you a layman example that
Yeah.
in G10 there are so many
Yeah.
people who belong to middle class. They might have one or two cars, or might not have any car in their home. But if you go to F6, everyone has their own car.
Yeah.
Everyone and their interest would be parties, might be doing some international trip after 2 months or after 3 months. But in the G10, the trend will be like there might be a friends trip after every 2 months or 3 months in Murray or in the domestic areas of Pakistan. So when you
Yeah.
have got common like mutual interest and common things in between you, the things you will get more understanding with them. But if you have got like for take my example, when I got sports bike, what I do is that I have got I have got like a sort of ride on every Sunday. So I ride with people who have got
Early in the morning so that nobody can see.
and I ride with the people who have got sports bike. I can't ride with the people
Mhm.
who have got 70cc or 1 to 5cc bike. It's not because that bike belong to a lower class. The thing is that if I have got a trip to, for example, Peshawar, I might reach Peshawar in 90 minutes. But the 70cc or 1.5cc, they might reach Peshawar in 180 minutes. So there might be a difference
Yeah.
in the thing, but still, like if we have got short ride, we never discriminate. We always appreciate all the riders on all types of bike. We never say someone is race, someone is not race. But I'm just giving you an example. So the thing is that again, the thing is about mutual interest. So when I spend more time with the people who have got sports bike, I get more understanding with them. And when I spend less time with the people who don't have sports bike and the friends who don't have those things, and I'm not meeting them on the regular basis, then I think so definitely there will be a gap in understanding. And then they might say that, oh, you become a bada banda,
Yeah.
bade log and some
Big
big
man.
man. Yeah,
Big man.
yeah. So then when they say that,
Mhm.
literally that always hurt me. Literally
Mhm.
that hurt me because I'm a person, I'm a sort of person. I just want myself to be considered as equal to everyone. Not above, not lower, just If someone say me you are above us, I mind that. If someone say me you are lower than us, I
Mhm.
mind that as well. I just want to be equal, and yep. So these are the reasons
Yeah.
of not getting
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah. In conclusion, I just hope that we all can stay happy and calm ourselves
Yeah,
down a
yeah,
little bit. And that's about
yeah,
it. Thank you so much, Salah, for your time. It was a really enjoyable conversation. I think we need more time for our conversations. It's never
yeah,
enough because the topics that we have are very serious, and these are the topics which influence our society, and something
yep,
that we should be open to conversation with everybody, and open in a way that we are polite, and we are understanding of everybody's
yeah,
opinions, and we respect everybody's opinions, because if we are not going to respect any other person's opinions, then we're just blinded by one side story, and we are not looking at the whole picture. So I just hope that we as Pakistanis can be a little bit more open-minded towards uh, our societal issues, and be more conversive about it.
yep.
Thank you so much, Salah.
Yes.
I really appreciate your time. Have a nice day,
Thank
man.
you.